Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Physics 20 page on the My Learning site. My name's Kyle Brown. I'm going to be the one whose voice you're going to get tired of hearing by the end of this course. I thought I'd start off by just walking you through what this course generally is and what it looks like. So I'm going to flip the screen around here. And in this course, this should be the page that you're on. You obviously clicked this video here to see me. The course is going to be made up of 32 lessons. Those lessons are going to be in 6 different units. Those units are going to be kinematics part A and B, still a long, so we broke it into 2 parts. Forces, circular motion and gravitation, energy and simple harmonic motion, and then finally waves. Just so you get an idea of how this is going to look, though, each of these is going to be broken up into something called a workspace. Maybe you've worked in workspace before, maybe you haven't. If you haven't, it looks like this. So this is going to be our first workspace. The way this generally works is you have goals that you start out with, just things that you should learn by the end of this. I have a video here explaining what this workspace is and how it looks. I'll generally go through again, though, just give you a bit of an idea. You're going to have resources. That's what your booklets or your assignments are going to be from. So you can see we've got the introduction here first. I've got a little assignment that you're going to do. I've got videos of me going through it and helping you through those questions. Then you're going to have some questions at the end of it to do on your own. Again, I've got some more introduction stuff just because I want to make sure you guys' skills are up to par before we start into this course. And then when you're done that, we've got lesson 1. So it's going to be on average speed. And then you can see that I've got a few more of those. So average speed, displacement, velocity, they're all the same kind of idea, and there's videos of me going through it. You've got a lab at lesson 4 that you're going to do. You should have the materials at your school to do that. And again, I've got me going through the lab and explaining step by step what to do. If you go up to the evidence part of it, you're going to have, first off, how to hand in assignments in this course. So you have 2 options. You can hand it straight into your teacher, like you would normally do in a class, or you can pretty much take a picture of it and hand it in digitally. You take a picture of it and you hand that picture or that scanned file into Google Drive, just into the proper folder. But there's a video of that that you can watch on how to hand that in. You'll also see here that I've got so lesson 1, assignment key. So once you're done, your teacher will bring this card up and then you'll have access to the key. I'd recommend that you don't get to have the key while you're doing it, just because what I've found is that students, if they have the key right beside them, they never really struggle with it. And I find that struggle's really what helps you out. Okay, so that's that. Lessons. So the lessons, kind of like what I just said there. So I kind of went through everything that was there. At the end of each one of these things, though, you'll notice that you have what's called a doomsday test. You'll have quizzes and you'll have doomsday test. So the doomsday test is going to be from the first lesson to number 9. But the way this course is going to work is that your doomsday test, your test, let's say for waves, your final test, it's always going to be from your first lesson to whatever this was up to. So waves goes up to 32. So that test is going to be on lessons 1 to 32. Hopefully that made sense. The only caveat there is that if you are in a credit recovery course, then your test would only be on the lessons that were in waves. So hopefully that made sense. It'll make a bit more sense to get into the lesson 2. I've put on some examples here. So here's a video of me going through lesson 1, so you can kind of get a feel for that. And a video of me going through the lab for lesson 4, and you get a feel what that would look like. If you click into your course outline here, this is a basic idea of how your course would look, but I want to stress that it's ultimately up to your teacher. Your teacher is still your teacher for this course. It's up to them how they would like to weight, but this would be the general idea of how things would be weighted. So lessons 1 to 9, kinematics A, would be about 17%. They're all about 16 or 17%, and each one of those would just be broken up into assignment questions and labs would be worth about 10%. Quizzes, 30, doomsday test, 60. So look through that if you want to get a better feel for the way that's going to look. And that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys have a great time with this test. It is definitely more work than Science 10, right? Physics 20 is definitely getting into the tougher material. You will have homework every day. Well, every day you work on this anyway, right? Like it's kind of flexible where you can do a lot of work one day and like little the next. But you definitely need to keep working on it continuously. It's definitely a level up from that Science 10